no shade to my brothers. If you dropping that meat and she wants you to come meet and stay for the neat, I didn't know, but man, since I was 15 years old, I could have my own crib. I wasn't looking at like places to go stay. I was still living with my mama. You could hardly keep a 20, hardly keep 100, hardly keep 1,000. You know, man, it is always your fault. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's get straight into why you even clicked on this video to begin with. When I first thought about making this video, when I first thought about starting this video, I really had younger men in mind, right? Because I was, to be honest, I was really thinking about myself, right? Learned a lot of lessons, right? And I honestly had to learn a lot of lessons by myself, right? So with me making this video, right, you could say in a sense, I'm trying to fast track anyone watching, right? Or you might have lived a lot of life yourself, right? Like this video, no one is exempt from this video. But like I said, when I thought about this video, I had a younger me in mind, things that I wished I paid attention to, things I wish I guess I kind of accepted or so look, I'm gonna be honest, man. The person who told me this saying, I didn't even think of this on my own. I'm not sure if they thought of it on their own, right? But they bestowed this information to me, right? So now I'm gonna pass it on to y'all, right? So my friend, I remember he had told me, as a man, it's always your fault, right? And when did these types of conversations happen, right? When did these type of things really come up, right? And a lot of the time, it would be talking about women, life, different things that happen that you don't really have a lot of control of, right? It's very easy for us as men to be like, oh man, we don't have any control. Or I notice a lot of people they're trying to wait on other people to do stuff, right? They'll try to get other people to do stuff for them, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But at the same time, don't be a leech, y'all. It is very easy, extremely easy to be a leech. And if you are a leech, which means you are a parasite, what do parasites need to live? A host, right? If you were paying attention in school, right? So as men, right, we have no time to be parasites, right? If you're a parasite, I'm gonna be real, man. And you living off women and all this, like, look, no shade to my brothers. If you dropping that meat and she wants you to come meet and stay for the neat, you know what I'm saying, or neat. You feel me? Hey, ain't no wrong with you. Ain't no wrong with it, brother. Ain't no wrong with your pimping. You know what I'm saying? But me, I never put myself in a position like that, boy. I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna lie. I'm paying my own rent. I'm paying for mine. Come on. You feel me? And that's how all y'all should be too. It might be some younger folks watching this video that don't got their crib yet. And if you don't have your crib, that's cool. Playing, bro. I didn't know, but man, since I was 15 years old, I could have had my own crib. I wasn't looking at like places to go stay. I was still living with my mama. She eventually kicked me out, right? And I'll touch up on that in a second. But like I said, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's your fault as a man, you know. And I'll kind of touch up on that, right? Because like I said, as far as when I was younger, right? Like I said, I could have moved out when I was 15, 16, right? Rent was maybe like 800, closer to that around that time, probably about on average. Maybe, like you might be paying like a K for a cool crib, right? Nothing insane, right? She had kicked me out pretty much because I was smoking and stuff, right? I'm not gonna say like too much, but yeah, I was smoking, right? She's highly against smoking. I won't say a whole lot, but it was a lot of things from her childhood, right, that she had shared with me, concerning her mom and just different things with the family, right? I mean, some of y'all might relate, some of y'all might not, right? Concerning use, right? So with that being said, I at the time I was very angry at my mom because of that. I was extremely angry, right? Because I'm just like, bro, I'm making sure I'm not doing this in your house. I'm really doing it in a way. Might go outside real quick or something, right? But that was an issue, regardless. And it's her house. She was right. She was never wrong. Right? But at the time, like I said, didn't really want to necessarily take responsibility, right? 'Cause I'm like, man, I'm about to smoke anyway. I'm just like, you over here tripping, to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? And I tried being open with it, but it don't matter. It's her rules, her house, right? She didn't care. Right. So I was mad for a little bit because of that, right? Back in the day, that's high school, or whatever, right? Another thing, relationships, right? When you're in these relationships, y'all, I'm talking about men right here, because I'm a man myself. Okay. Look at me when I tell you this. Okay. No one wants to be next to the little bitch. No one wants to be next to the little bitch, right? So when I say that, right, that's not a diss. That's not saying you gotta act tough, act like nothing can't be done to you. I'm not saying none of that. But as a man, stand on what you believe in. Always stand on what you believe in. You feel me? If you don't, not only did you cheat yourself, right, but other people, they'll see that as well, right? And that'll just hurt your respect on that end. You feel me? Everything not about respect. I'm very big on respect, right? But everybody don't have to respect you. You know what I'm saying? Like you might have a disagreement with another man or whatever, right? You might have told him the truth. Like stuff could go up very easily just off telling somebody the truth. You know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be a whole like slimed out situation. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like you can tell the homie the truth, right? They could be like, "Oh man, forget." You know, I'm gonna just tell a little story, bro. I'm gonna tell another story about as a man it being your fault, right? Because like I said, we can go so many ways with this, right? And matter of fact, I think I might the way I might frame this a little bit more too. I think I'm gonna tell more stories, right? And I might chop this up into little stories. I might even make it like per story time. Not sure yet, right? I kind of just hit record and I was like, let's get it. Um, but hey, bro, like I see you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all another thing, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all another thing that, bro. This story right here. I'm about to tell y'all. This fucked me up for a while. Like this, man. This fucked me up for a while. Shit, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. This I ain't gonna lie, bro. This story right here really about my first love, but you can really say like my second love for real. Cause I had me a high school sweetheart that I was with for 2 years, right? And it was weird. I had to even like let's pause right there, right? Even for that high school sweetheart I was with for 2 years, it felt like she was the love of my life. And I'm gonna be real, right? I grew up with a mama did, right? My dad was providing. My dad had horrible spending habits. Horrible spending habits. I don't know where he would have been without my mom, you know. And my mom, she probably would have been all right too. It ain't no diss to my dad or nothing at all. Like he had money coming in. He has money coming in. Like he always had that. But it's spending habits, right? If you don't know what your vices are, that could cost you a lot. I just wanted to touch up on that real quick. That's a very big key right there, man. If you can hardly keep a 20, hardly keep 100, hardly keep 1,000, you know what I'm saying? Like if you don't got kids and a family and all that other stuff, bro, you should be having that. You know what I'm saying? Like as a man at all times. You feel me? All times, bro. But like I said, we gonna bring it back, bro. Like I said, the high school sweetheart. I was with her 2 years. Man, matter of fact, yeah. I'm probably gonna tell y'all both, bro, and I might split it. Might split it. But yeah, so this how I'm gonna do it, right? This another story. Okay. So this was my high school sweetheart, right? As a man, it's always your fault. You feel me? So look, I probably was like a freshman, sophomore, or something like that, bro. And I'm macking on the, you know what I'm saying, the girls a little bit too, you feel me? But I ain't gonna lie, like I like them a little older. Like it's dang near always been like this. Like even back in school, bro, I was dating girls a grade, 2 grades ahead of me. Like man, I probably hardly ever dated like women, girls my age like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's the beard or what, y'all. Let me stop, man. Let me stop, man. But like I said though, man, pretty much I hit up one of my homies at the time, Jonathan. Bro, if you seen this, hit me up, bro. I don't know what's up, but hit me up, bro. Shout out to Jonathan though, man. Very real dude. Very real dude. Right. But like I said, freshman, sophomore year, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Me and him, we texted when I was just like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Put me on, woo, woo. Right. But this is the thing, he ain't tell me who he gonna put me on. I just was randomly like, hey, bro, put me on, you know what I'm saying? Woo woo. You feel me? So he hit me back one day. He like, man, I got this girl, man. I ain't gonna lie, she got the she got the you feel me? She got the you feel me? I'm like, okay, what's up, right? So look, me and her get in contact, and it was up from there, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like we was young too, like that probably played a role in it. But man, we was locked in. right? For a minute, like I said, we was together 2 years, right? But watch this though, right? So I'll kind of give y'all a little bit of insight on that relationship, right? So like I said, we were young. Parents were strict, right? My mom, she like dang near hardly trying to let me out the crib. You feel me? Like if I don't leave the crib, probably gotta sneak out or something, right? Now, if you're younger watching this, it does not make it okay to sneak out or anything like that, right? Let me just make sure that's clear, right? Don't sneak out, okay? That's not the right thing to do. You might get yourself in some trouble that might last you for a little bit. Right? So I'm gonna just say that for my younger folks watching this, man. Because I ain't really had nobody telling me that. But like I said, it's pretty strict, right? So a lot of time we mess around, see each other at school, we sneaking off, going in a little, whatever, just doing whatever we doing. Right? And we was cool, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like that was cool for a minute. You feel me? Like we ain't get to see each other a whole lot. But we definitely was linking and shit, sometimes pull up woo, but like I said, bro, the thing about this relationship that I want a lot of y'all to pay attention to is the simple fact that I gave her too much, even as a young man, right? Chad, this is my opinion, bro. When you're in high school, maybe even college, have your fun, right? If you can find you a wife, right, or even woman, if you can find you a husband, if you can find someone that can show you a great deal of commitment, has shown you multiple times over that they're going to choose you, thick and thin, or however that saying goes, right? Then I'd say maybe do that, right? And at the time, that's definitely how it felt for us, man. Like I said, we were together too. It's a whole lot of stuff I didn't mention. It was a whole lot of times I had to defend this girl name, and a bunch of stuff, bro. Like I said, like, bro, I was a sophomore sending this girl like $100, $300 every couple of days, just like fuck it, right? But it wasn't even fuck it though, cause at first it was, but it got to a point where it's like, all right, what you need this money for? You know what I'm saying? And she gave me a good reason. I sent it to her. But then even after a little bit of that, I'm like, man, she lying to me. You know what I'm saying? Like she so yeah. And then one day, eventually, she ran off on me, $150, right? So that's a little mini lesson for this video, right? She already ran off probably bands for real, just me sending it, and she was my girlfriend, right? She was my girlfriend when I'm sending the 100, 300 every couple of days, right?